Hi, this is Candace Arney. I am here with Joel Bruce Wallach, the inventor of Powerforms. Joel, today we're going to talk about creativity and
Mhm.
how we can use the yellow earth element disc to help us with being more creative.
Candace, the yellow disc is from the element series and it's the fire element. Now, fire, when somebody says they're on fire, that means they're alive and focused. Now, these being subtle energy tools, it's a subtle essence of fire. So it's more like the texture of that lively fire
Huh.
energy at a subtle level. It means that when your energy through your nerves and meridians interacts with the fire element disk, it elevates it just enough that you can get to the next level so you can get to the next level. And we're talking about creativity. Now, a creative solution, a creative issue that you want the solutions to the creative problems, whether it's understanding somebody better in a relationship, personal or business, finishing your painting or starting your painting, finishing your script or starting your script, understanding how your company can move forward when things are a little muddled or different people are at cross purposes in your company, something like that. When you interact with the fire element disk, it's lighting you up, and it's lighting up the part of you that somehow, how can I put this? It's as if something in you was asleep and something in your subtle perception was not quite awake to noticing what's happening. So when you interact with the subtle element of fire, it calms you down in a way, but it also lifts you up. And that's an interesting thing about the power forms in general. Because they're working with smoothing your energy, it smooths the roughness, but it activates the fire principle so that you can start to look at the situation in a new way. Now, one of the things that happens when we're looking at something and we're feeling a little sluggish in our perception is that we need to clear the blocks, and so we can take the element of subtle energy fire, just sweep. Even though I'm sweeping to the side of my head, I'm imagining that I'm reaching right into my head and I'm sweeping right through the brain. Yeah. And I'm going to sweep up and down. And again, I'm imagining that I'm placing the disc right in the center of the head. And now, it's a subtle feeling, but it's as if there's more brain space and everything is flowing better. And when you do this, you are smoothing out the meridians, you are smoothing out the nerves on a subtle, elegant level. And now I'm going to take it in my hand and hold it like so. And that's interacting with the energy centers in the palms and the meridians in the fingers. And now that subtle energy is starting to flow through the arms, flow through the heart. And I'm going to move up and down. It's starting to open up the energy flow in the body, opening up the chakras, energy centers.
I love this palm position. I can really feel.
It's a subtle tingle that some people will feel, although some will simply feel a little bit more relaxed and perhaps a little bit more energized and smooth. And in that state, when I look at the same creative problem, it's as if there's a more deep part of me that's alive to possibilities, because that's what the element of fire can do. And so I'm looking at the situation, instead of seeing the surface of it, I'm looking deeper within it, and I'm looking at possibilities and options. And if you're thinking, oh, well, I can use this and I can get the one solution, Powerforms helps you get the many solutions because it's opening up the flow.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have to make your own decision at some point. Which solution will I pick? But if you never get those options, if you never get those possibilities because you're stuck in sluggishness, then it won't matter. So better to have an abundance of possibilities so you can pick and choose rather than just being stuck. So this is a way to activate the fire principle within you in a subtle but deliberate way to discover the many creative solutions for whatever the problem is.
Wow, Joel, thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Candace.